The New York Yankees are truly good again. They're bad, but they're good. They're bad because they're the evil empire again. They are once again the team you love to hate. And that's been proven because they just beat the Houston Astros 9 straight times. In the last 10 games, they've beaten them 9 times, and that was 9 times in a row. Now, obviously, that's dating back to the 2023 season, but they swept them in Houston. That was also the debut of Jason Dominguez. Then, started the season, went into Houston, swept them in 4 games, and then at home, took 2 out of 3. So, 10 games, they won 9. Perfect. Beautiful. But then, I see this clip of Ben Verlander, and I understand that he's related to Justin and he has a bias for Houston, but sometimes I remind myself when I get confused about things and what people say, I tell myself, common sense is not common in this world anymore.
Did you not hear any of the numbers I just told you?
To be completely honest, no. Because I told you I didn't care about them.
Oh my. How do you not care?
Alex,
you're arguing that they're going to be fine when they are last.
That wasn't the conversation we were just having. The conversation and the question you asked me was, do the Yankees own the Astros? And I feel offended that a human being could even ask that question to me.
That's now they do.
I don't care about this.
They've won 9 straight against the Astros. They have outscored the Astros 40-18. This is dating back to last season.
It's the regular season. When is the last time the New York Yankees were in the World Series?
We're talking about right now.
Who?
Right now, the Yankees own the Astros.
Okay, do the Yankees own the Astros over the last 3 games? Sure.
This season?
But
dating back to last season?
So then what's the question? Like, do the...
What are you saying? Like, do they own them over the last, 5 years? I'm saying do the Yankees own the Astros?
And that
right now they do.
Easily no.
Right now they do.
Who? What? You're asking about a regular season?
We didn't give a time frame. I'm saying right now, the Yankees own the Astros.
That's a ridiculous thing to say.
How?
Because the postseason is the only thing that matters. That's it. And over the last 5 years, the Astros have dominated the Yankees. In fact, dare I say, the Astros own the Yankees. Jose Altuve is the Yankees' daddy. The Houston Astros own the Yankees. And until that changes in October, I have nothing left to talk about. Nothing.
The Yankees own the Astros.
Well, let's talk about it. Let's start out with this. I understand the Yankees don't own the Astros in the postseason. They beat them in 15, 22, 17, 19. I understand that. But when it comes to right now, the Yankees own the Astros. Let's start off at the beginning of this streak, when the Yankees went into Houston in 2023 in September and beat the Astros. Not only beat them, swept them with a bunch of prospects, with a bunch of kids. It wasn't the heavy hitters that were doing it. It was the Dominguezes of the world, the Pereiras, the Perazzas, the Wells, the Cabreras. Those were the ones who were doing it. As a matter of fact, Dominguez, in his first AB as a major leaguer, went yard on your brother, Ben Verlander, your brother. I would love to have a conversation about you with this. Just hit me up on Instagram or whatever. You could hit me up, hit my email. I'd love to talk to you about this. But regardless of that, the Astros are owned by the Yankees in this moment in time, because when you take 9 out of 10, that means 90% win percentage against that team. That means you have been dominating them, and the only thing that they can do is just get one measly win. And in that one win, they barely escaped because they had a runner on second ready to tie this game, and they couldn't capitalize. But, how can you when you're facing, Josh Hader, one of the best closers in the game, even though he hasn't been that great this season? Regardless, Houston has not been that good this year. Houston has been far from that, and they're in bad company. They're in bad company with teams like the White Sox, the Rockies. They're not doing so hot right now. And being last in the West is something I didn't even predict myself. I wouldn't do that. Being, a diehard Yankees fan, I wouldn't even predict that. I was predicting them to win this division against the Rangers. I said it's going to be neck and neck. It's going to be the Rangers and it's going to be Houston. That was my prediction. And they have all the talent in the world. They really do. They have all the talent in the world. You have Altuve, you have Tucker, you have Alvarez, you have Pena, a young kid in Pena who won a Gold Glove in his rookie year, who won you ALCS and World Series MVP. He did all that at such a young age. You have all the talent in the world. You just signed Josh Hader, who, again, like I said, isn't performing. You have all this talent, and they're not performing. So Houston really isn't a good team this year. It really shows. And it showed in that first series when they should have beat the Yankees. As a matter of fact, when we go back to that first series, those first 4 games, how did the Astros lose that series? They were awful defensively. It wasn't their pitching. They were just awful defensively. And then Yankees took advantage. Now, to go back to the original point of the Yankees owning the Astros, I understand that when it comes to postseason play, Yankees, we're not doing so hot in recent memory. Yeah, we haven't made a World Series since 2009. But if this was the other way around, if the Yankees had dropped 9 out of 10 against the Astros, right? I'm not saying that they're in the same position, like they're in last place or whatever, but I'm saying if they dropped 9 out of 10 to the Astros, this dude would have came on here and said the Astros own the Yankees. It's the same thing every year. He would have went on his little podcast and said that, oh, Astros on the Yankees, we already know this. They're so dominant. They're so this. They're so that. He would have continued the glaze forever and ever. Why would he do that? Because it's the Yankees, and everybody hates the Yankees when they're good. Nobody hates the Yankees when they're bad. Did anyone hate the Yankees last year? No, you didn't hate the Yankees last year. You loved the Yankees because we were bad. We were mid. We were barely 500. But now the Yankees are good again. They're the evil empire again. They're hated again. And I'm going to wrap this up by saying 2 things. 1, if Houston keeps playing like this, if they keep playing like this at the All-Star break and past it, Astros ain't making the playoffs. They're going to be in Cancun. They're going to be somewhere else in the DR or Puerto Rico. They're going to be somewhere, anywhere else but the postseason. And 2, Verlander, you might be respected. I'm sure you are respected in some way, shape, or form. I obviously have respect for you and your platform. Obviously, you're doing great things. But the way you answered the question, it was childish. You went on, you said that you kind of ignored your co-host when she gave the stats because nothing mattered but the postseason. The regular season wins doesn't matter. It didn't matter that they took 9 out of 10 from the Astros. Doesn't matter because the postseason what matters. I understand you're trying to debate and you're trying to have an argument, but that's just ignorance. The numbers are in front of you. Everything else may lie. Your eyes may lie. People might lie. Numbers don't lie. The Yankees took 9 out of 10. And I understand that the postseason, it's a different animal. I love baseball, so I understand the postseason is a different animal, and I can admit the Yankees in the postseason have not been great. They've been one of the worst teams in the postseason because they could just never get it done, even though they have all the talent, all the hype, everything. They can't get it done. So I can admit that and understand that. But you have to admit, and you have to understand that in the past 10 games that the Astros have played with the Yankees own them. And Juan Soto is Houston's daddy. Regardless of the last 10 games, he's just Houston's daddy. Fair enough. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, peace.